Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Molly and today we are going to talk about some products that I regret buying and I will not be recommending you to buy and I will not be repurchasing it anyway. As you guys know, I love purchasing makeup. I keep on purchasing new makeup and this is my first love, of course, and I keep on experimenting new things as well for you. But obviously, if there is a positive way, there will be always a negative way. So some of the products I have with me which didn't work for me and I think that will not work for you as well. I will give you my valid points. I hope that will be valid for you as well. So further ado, let's get started. The first product that I'm going to be talking about is a foundation. I don't know why I fell for the trap and I bought it, but I wanted to do a one brand tutorial. That's why I purchased this particular foundation. But after purchasing and after using it, I was like, what I did. I'm talking about this Faces Canada Weightless Matte Finish Foundation, anti-aging, natural extracts. I don't know how a foundation can be anti-aging. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And if it has any type of vitamins, that not going to be absorbed by your skin, because at the end of the day this is a foundation. Now the glorious fact that it has only 4 shades and one of the shade was really matching my skin tone, that's why I bought it. But it comes with only 4 shades, which is something that we really don't want in India, because when it comes to India we have different skin shades. Okay, this is non-debatable at all. And the fact that it doesn't have any coverage, guys. I'm just applying it on the back of my hand. I am taking a very nice amount, as you can see, and just blend it with the help of our finger. I'm not going to use any applicator. Guys, can you just see it? Just I don't know what it is doing. It was just 18 ml product, so I was just wanted to purchase this for my one brand tutorial, and after using this I just thought that I cannot do one brand tutorial because this product I cannot use anyway. So what I do, sometimes I just take my Huda Beauty 4-Filter foundation, which is a full coverage foundation, and sometimes I just get a hard time while blending that foundation, so I just mixed this one with that one, and after that I just use it. Like, I just want to finish it as soon as possible, and there is no chance that I will be going back to this particular product from Faces Canada. Next up, I have with me another glorious foundation, and I totally regret buying this. I'm talking about this Stay Quirky liquid foundation enriched with vitamin E. Again, with the fact, why you need vitamin E in a foundation? Because foundation just cannot be absorbed by the skin, and if a foundation absorbing into the skin, I don't know if you should be purchasing that foundation or not. But the fact in this foundation that I don't know where the cap is, because I just don't use this foundation. Sometimes I take the risk of Faces Canada foundation, but I never use this foundation any longer. I was using this back and forth back in the day, but now I was like, you know what, just leave it like that. And it retails for 165 rupees. I love their primer, their translucent powder, their kajal, their lipstick, whatnot. I'm a big fan of Stay Quirky as a brand, but this product really gave me a hard time. Again, it's a very sheer coverage foundation. It's a totally see-through foundation. That's how I'm going to explain it. Okay, it just don't give you any coverage, anything. Okay, so if you end up spending at least 1 rupee, you expect something, but from this foundation just don't expect anything. Just so runny consistency, and it has lots and lots of water in it. I don't know what it is, but it just a bad product in a bottle. Can you guys see? There is nothing, like nothing. And additionally, the smell of this foundation, you know what, you are using all that chemicals into the product. That's how it smells. So smell is really nauseating. It just blocks your nostrils for a bit, and I don't love it at all. Later on, I have a brow product on my list, and this is the Maybelline Fashion Brow Duo Shaper. This is how it looks. I purchased it a while ago and I started using it. And you know what, it doesn't have any pigmentation, like any pigmentation. My skin is medium skin tone, so I'm going to show you right here. It doesn't have any pigmentation. You have to go back and forth to see the pigmentation, and it's just a bad product, you guys. It just makes your brow look much more cakey. Pencil side is only bad, but the powder side is worst. I have never seen such a powder product in my life before this came into my life. So what it happens, you just have a sponge, you just have to push it back and forth to get the powder, and you just have to apply it. Okay, now Whenever I just push it, there is no product. I don't know how to use this. Sometimes what I do, I just push it like this and I just try to make out of the product, but it never works, it just never works. And I highly recommend you not to go for this. Maybelline has such beautiful products, like their mascara, their foundation, their powder foundation, everything is very beautiful. But when it comes to fashion brow, I will give this a hard pass. Another product that I really regret purchasing, and it was a hell lot of money, okay? I'm talking about this Huda Beauty Life Liner. This is the duo eyeliner and kajal. This side it has kajal, this side it has eyeliner, but you will get a lot of kajal which is totally smudge proof and waterproof in much cheaper price. If I just keep aside the fact of this affordability, I will say the applicator of the product is really thick, you guys. The eyeliner you cannot just put into a place at a time because it's just so thick. So if you're a person who goes for very thin eyeliner, I think eyeliner is all about thin look, and we don't need that, bold liner look every single time if we are not doing a bold eyeliner look, if that makes sense. But all in all, the applicator of the product is not good at all, guys. It's just so thick and it's so unmanageable. I tried to return it after seeing it. I didn't use it, I wanted to return it, but Nykaa didn't accept my return. Very fun fact, they never accept any return. I have tried to return another lipstick from MAC. They gave me the wrong shade, but they didn't admit it. I had to go back and forth with the Nykaa because Nykaa sells some huge ranges of makeup products which you will not find any other e-commerce platform. So that's why I just had to work with it, and it's just so much of a money and you cannot just throw it away, so you have to use it. So I keep on using it, and I'm really waiting for the day when it actually will be finished and I will just throw it to the trash because this product is a trash. Let's move on to the lips. Now I have a very interesting lipstick, okay? I have this Swiss Beauty Matte Revolution lipstick. It looks like 10 rupees wala lipstick which you will easily get in any fair. If I talk about the packaging is really flimsy, okay? You will not be able to actually recognize which side you should pull, okay? The first fact. And sometimes I also get confused which side I should pull because they look so similar, and it's really tough to figure out which side I should pull. But if I just ignore that fact, the packaging is really cheap, it's really flimsy, and I don't know. Swiss Beauty, the brand itself, has a very high potential. I won't deny the fact. I love their matte velvet matte lipstick formula, their liquid lipstick formula. I have a huge ranges of their lipstick, but this particular range, which is the Matte Revolution range, is a total trash, okay? And if you want the same formulation, you can go for the 10 rupees lipsticks, trust me. It retails for 299 rupees and it doesn't worth it at all. Last but not the least, I have a makeup fixer, and I'm talking about this Faces Canada All-Time Pro makeup fixer. No doubt it's a good makeup fixer under affordable budget, and it's easily available drugstore product. If I just neglect all these facts, the product has a very high amount of chemical and it has high amount of alcohol as well, and it just whenever you just spritzing it all over on your face, it just suddenly blocks your nostrils for like 1 minute. You cannot feel anything. If you don't use setting spray on a regular purpose, then you can go for it, but for regular purpose, please just don't go for it, okay? And yeah, with that we are done with our today's video. I really hope you found this video helpful, because after watching this video you will understand what you should purchase, what you should not be purchasing. And I felt like it was my duty to share my experience after using these products. That's why I have shared. But on the other hand, I have another products too which I really regret buying. This was the part 1. Do let me know if you want the part 2 of this video or not. It was a very hard time for me because I was recalling how I felt with these products, and it was like a nightmare video. And yeah, if you found this video helpful, then please do not forget to like it and also share it with your friends and family, okay? Because they need to know what they are purchasing. And if you are new to this channel, please take a small moment to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, so whenever I will post new videos in future, you will get a notification of that. And hopefully I will see you soon with a brand new one. Until you meet next time, stay happy, stay beautiful, take care, bye.